All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's another beautiful Monday morning, and it's a dose of encouragement with your very own Amanda Akrofi Aye. If you are here, welcome, welcome, welcome. And I want you to share, to bless somebody. I want you to invite somebody. I want you to comment down below. Thank you all for sharing. Thank you all for commenting. And I appreciate you all your support. This is a dose of encouragement, as we always do on a weekly basis. Pardon me, my voice is a bit tired, but we're going to get this thing done. Today, our topic is making mistakes is better than faking perfection. Making mistake is better than perfection. Making mistake is better than perfection. So when we make mistakes and then when we get the experience that we need in life, it helps us live life in the right way. It helps us live life successfully, because we end up gaining a lot of experience from it. We end up knowing that life is not about rushing it. We end up knowing that life is not about faking it. We learn that life is not about how we want it or how somebody would want it. So this morning, if you are here with me, thank you for your support. Thank you for joining. Keep sharing, keep commenting down below if you have questions, and I pray to be out of your way in the next 45 minutes, God willing. I pray that I get the utterance in bringing you this motivation, and I pray that whoever is out there that might need this would watch, or somebody would share to someone who might need it, and they will be blessed. So as I said again, thank you all for joining. Thank you all for sharing. Thank you all for your comments down below. It's your girl once again, Amanda Mamiesi Akrofi Aye. And we're going to talk, we're going to have conversation about a dose of encouragement. So as I said earlier on, when we make mistake and collect practical experiences, it is an avoidable part of our lives, okay? We end up learning, we end up knowing that, oh, this thing that we did, this decision that we took, it brought us this result, it brought us that result. And we not faking it is better in a way than we making everybody out there believe that, oh yeah, we too, we've achieved it and things have gone our way and things are going our way. So we just going to be talking about, let's say, about few points on why when we make mistakes in life, why they are better than we faking it, we saying to people, to the whole world, that yes, we've made it. So most often people are ashamed of their mistakes, and they cannot accept the fact that this is what happened. Listen, mistakes are bound to happen. You cannot change it at that instant. And usually people tend to blame others for their mistakes. But I want to tell somebody this morning that it is okay to make mistakes. It is okay to see yourself that I want to do this, but I couldn't do it. It is okay to admit that yes, I made a mistake. It is okay. You do not have to feel ashamed for making mistakes. You do not have to be like, it is this person's fault. That is why I made this mistake. It is that person's fault. That is why I made this mistake. It is okay to understand that, yes, I took this route. It did not work for me. Yes, I took this decision. It did not work for me. And in order to avoid that, We need to learn and accept those mistakes. We need to learn from them and move on, because that way we can end up doing the right thing at the end of the day. We can end up going the right way, or we can end up making the best out of whatever situation that we might have. So somebody might ask me, why would I have to accept my mistakes and not let everybody out there know that, oh yes, I'm also making it? My brother, my sister, when you go to your bed at the end of the day, you will beat yourself. You will cry and tell yourself, had I known, is always at last. It might not be right there and then. It might not be that instant. It might not be that moment. But when you don't make the right decision, when you do not go through the process that you are supposed to go through, you will end up regretting at the end of the day. Making mistake at the end of the day make us smarter and stronger. And you might ask me, how is that going to make me smarter and stronger? I made that mistake. So why can't I just let people know that I'm also making it and then move on with my life? But I'm here to tell you that when you make those mistakes in the process that you are going on with whatever project you might have, it makes you stronger and smarter. Why? Because you end up gaining the experience and thinking twice the next day when you have to take similar or such another decision. We end up going through the phases of life without knowing or without taking stocks of the things that we've done. But when we make those mistakes, it builds us, it makes us mentally strong. It gives you a sense of experience that you end up saying, I took that decision last time and it did not work for me. I took that decision last time and I ended up in the wrong place. So today I am going to do it this way. I am going to go this route. You've gained that experience. It is good to have that experience in life. Experience, they say, is the best teacher. So if you can make those mistakes now, it makes you stronger once we accept that what we did was wrong and then we learn from it. It helps us to get those momentum and then stay at one point and be like, I did this, I did that, and it did not go well. So this way, let me take it this way. Experience indeed is the best teacher. So why don't you accept those mistakes that you are making now, other than putting it out there, making everybody think that yes, everything is working for your good, yes, everything is going strong, yes, everything is fine. My spiritual father said, Abraham said something. He said, a fast-paced life ends up crashing at the end of the day because we do not take our time to learn the ins and out of that decision that we are taking. We do not. And you end up blaming people for the mistakes that you did. You end up blaming people for the things that you knew you could have taken your time and done it the right way. It is better to make mistakes than faking it. It is better to do that. So again, when we make those mistakes, we gain experience and we become smarter about it. Because the next time we have to take similar decisions, we think twice about it. we think twice about it. So I'm urging each and every one to accept those mistakes that we are making, other than faking it, other than putting it out there. Yes, I'm making it. Yes, I'm making it. But deep down, you're not. Deep down, you're not. Accept them mistakes. Accept them. Gain experience. That way, you will think twice the next time you're making another decision. Think twice about it. Because what we learn today, or what you learn today, in that thing, in that decision that you took, that you made mistake, will help you in the next one. Also, when we make mistakes now, it teaches us, or it improves our inner thinking. It gives our intuition a good and a sharp focus. It gives us a sharper focus. Let me put it that way. We are always paying attention to the details and then following our intuition whenever we make mistakes, even if it's something small. You will have a feeling, you will have an inner feeling that this thing that I am doing today, this decision that I am taking today, I need to watch it. I need to step back. I need to take my time and do it. I need to deliberate about it. Once again, thank you all for joining. Thank you all for your support. Please keep comments coming. Keep sharing to whoever might hear this or might need this. Let me put it that way. Keep sharing for me. So it improves our intuition and sharpens our focus. You know, I would rather make mistakes and learn from it than rushing through the process and regretting at the end of the day. Make the mistakes, accept them, and learn from it. Make the mistakes, accept it, and learn from it. For when we do that, things will surely work for our own good. But if you do not want to do that, and if you want to rush through life, then my brother, my sister, you will always regret your decision at the end of the day. You will always regret it. And you know what? When we make that mistake, it is the only way that we can become expert in something that we want so bad. When you make those mistakes now, you end up becoming expert. Because why? You made those mistakes, you learned from it, and then you improved yourself. You know? You learn from it. Because as I said earlier on, experience, they say, is the best teacher. So with you learning from those mistakes, you think you will not be expect the next time you taking that similar mistake or that same decision? Let's go through this together. Let's accept those mistakes. Let's make revision of the things that we did that we ended up knowing that they were wrong. Let's keep doing that. Because had I known, is always, always, always at last. Yes, the first time we made that mistake. But the second time we will not make that mistake again because we've learned from it. You will not keep doing that same thing. You will not keep going through that same mistake. You will definitely hit perfection. But I am urging you to accept those mistakes now. I am urging you to accept them now, other than faking it now. Life, they say, is living it. Yes, we want everybody to know that, yes, we too are making it. But would you rather regret it at the end of the day, knowing that you did not accept those mistakes and improved yourself, but rather faked it? Would you regret that? Is that what you want in life? Would you rather make those mistakes? Please let me know if the sound is better now. You learn from those mistakes. We learn from those mistakes. So why don't we go through that process now to become that better person that we all want to be? You know, why don't we?
Go through them now. Because as I said, you gain experience from it, you become a better person, and then you feel better at the end of the day. Because it's more like a tree getting pruned. You pruning yourself. But when you put it out there that, oh, everything is good, life is good, I am living it. And deeper, and then when you go indoors and you cry and you ask yourself, why am I living this life? Or why is this happening to me? Then you have yourself to be blamed. You have to sit down and take inventory of yourself and make those changes. Because we do not want to get to had I known. We want to make those mistakes now and learn from them. You want to make that mistakes now and prune your life, other than letting people know that everything is perfect. It's okay if everything is perfect with you. If you live in the good life, yes, it's fine. But when you know that life is not good, when you know that this thing you did, it was a rash decision, when you know that this thing you did, you made mistakes, then you need to sit back and change things. You need to sit back and change situations around, or make a better assessment. I want to see everybody living the good life. And you might ask yourself, how am I going to live the good life if all my friends are going and I am not? Social media will give you the likes. Friends will give you the boost. They will hail you up. But ask yourself, is that decision right? The decision that I took, was it right? The direction that I took, did it help me? Ask yourself that. And if they did not help you, and you regret it at the end of the day, then learn from it. Make revision of it and keep striving on. Make revision and keep moving on. Somebody might get to their destination in a day. Somebody might get, to their destination in 2 days, in 1 year, in 5 years. Yours might be different. So have that patience. And prune yourself with those mistakes that you are making. Learn from them and push on. Learn from them and take the right decisions the next time. You know, mistakes also teaches us that there is always light with darkness. Why am I saying that there is always light with darkness? Because you might be going through a series of mistakes now, and you might think that I've tried once, I've tried twice, I've tried 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. I keep making the same mistake. My brother, keep doing it. Keep tuning yourself. Keep changing. If you have to change things around, keep changing it and keep moving on. For surely you will hit that jackpot. You will hit that jackpot. But if you want to give up now, giving up, as I said the last time in our video, is not an option. If giving Giving up is not an option. Then learn from these mistakes and improve yourself. Learn from them and improve yourself. Learn from them and improve yourself. And you will be happy that you did that. You'll be very happy that you took that decision. Because at the end of the day, you will become the better person that you want to be. Because you've learned from those mistakes and you've made changes to it. You've learned from those mistakes and you've improved yourself. You've learned from those mistakes and you've become expert in whatever thing you were doing. Because you do not want to blame yourself or somebody else at the end of the day for not taking time with your decisions. Do not fake it. Do not fake those perfections, because they will come to bite you at the end of the day. When everything is said and done, you got yourself to be blamed. Learn from those mistakes and strive for that perfection. Learn from those mistakes and do not let people's lifestyle make you fake it and then regret later. Learn from it. Once again, put your comment down below. Share for anyone who might want to hear this message. And thank you all for your support. Keep going strong. Keep pruning yourself. And don't think that everybody is living and you are lagging behind. For everybody's time is different. We all will not get there at the same time. It's not about the starting point. It's about the finish point. It's not about the glory now. It's about a lot of glory. So make those mistakes, learn from it, and get to that finish point. Because you will end up becoming the better person that you want to be. You learn from them. They help you grow, both spiritually and physically. And they make you the better person you want to be at the end of the day. Take time to take inventory of your life. Take time to assess the decisions that you've made. And ask yourself if everything that you did was right. And if they were, glory be to God. But if they were not, learn from it and make the changes that you need to make for the next time. Learn from it. Learn from it. Learn from it. Learn from it. You know, learn from it. Do not let those decisions also tear you down and be like, yes, I tried once, I didn't do well. I tried twice, I didn't do well, so I'm not going to try again. Keep trying. Keep trying. Keep making those mistakes. Keep learning from them. You know, we end up focusing on the little things more than the bigger picture. We end up focusing on the little mistakes that we make, other than the very bigger picture at the end of the day, that when we've taken our time and made everything the right way, or taken the right decision, that bigger picture we end up forgetting. We end up forgetting. Do not fake your life. Do not fake perfection. For no human being is perfect. We all strive for perfection. We will get there. And do not fake it. Make those mistakes. Learn from it. And keep moving on. I think I might have to bring Dennis on today. Sorry, I just saw your the link. Hi Dennis, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
Would you wanna say a few words about the topic that we're
Yeah,
discussing?
yeah, yeah, yeah. Thanks everyone for joining us this morning, and it's an honor to join your live on Dose of Motivation. Well, I've been listening to you, and it's interesting listening to you the more. But I just want to add something to
You have the
what you are saying.
you have the floor.
Yeah, one thing as we human we need to adopt in life is uh, mistakes are bound to happen.
True.
That's why that's
I think you're
to prepare.
breaking.
Okay, I'm coming. Is it okay now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is. Before you go on, Dennis, let me salute my papa on the line. Prophet
Okay.
Ignatius, let me salute you, man of God. God bless you for joining, and God bless you for uh, 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 blessing my life every time I call on you. God bless you. I salute you. All right.
Yeah. Well, as I was saying, um, mistakes are bound to happen. Moreover, as we humans, that God didn't create us to be perfect, and we human beings are also not perfect. That's why the mistakes are bound to happen for us to learn from it.
True.
Yeah, for us to learn from it. And I ask myself, how does one needs to learn from a mistake? Or even when mistakes are bound to happen, how do you heal yourself quickly from that mistake?
Mm-hmm.
You get it? I keep asking myself. And one thing that one thing that popped up was the decisions you make before you do the mistakes. One, is it about the your circle, the friends you have, the people who advises you, the family people you talk to? You need to watch that,
Mm-hmm.
especially friends. Especially friends. You can't in this life you can't just because they say friends are this, friends are that. But there are some kind of things that you need not to tell friends that will make the mistakes come.
Mm. Mm.
Yes, there are
So,
some things.
but not
One,
everything that you tell people.
yeah, not everything you tell people, especially your plan as a human being, your plan you want to make to improve in life. It shouldn't be between your friends. It should be between a close relative. It should be between your spiritual father, a pastor. You understand? These are the people where when you come out, when you make mistake, they are going to be there to help you come out of it.
Now, when you say that a close relative, I got a
That's
question.
yeah, that's what.
Relatives want to see you, what do you call it? Want to see you progress.
Yeah.
So, how does that person?
A close relative can be your mom, if you have one.
Okay.
A dad, if you have one. A senior brother, and it comes back to people who are born single. Let's say you have no brother, you have no parents, but it depends on your spirituality with your church pastor, or like those people too can be close. You understand me? And another thing is the kind of advice you give yourself.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Your the kind of advice you give yourself, your instinct supposed to talk to you well when you're about to do something. Some people don't know how to listen to their inner self.
I said keeps calling
Okay.
on and it keeps interrupting. Please, we live now, and we're not accepting what do you call it yet. So if anything, either you join the video, you send a request so we can bring you on board, or you put your comment down below, because you calling on messenger keep interrupting the sound and the live feed. So that's why I said making mistakes improves our intuition
Yeah.
and sharpens our focus at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Because with what you said, when your intuitions are tuned, when you're making those mistakes, something will tell you you either on the right path or you need to tweak certain things.
Yeah. 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 Your instincts. Me, like this, always I use myself as an example. My instinct, I listen to my instincts well. You understand? There are some kind of things when I want to do them, there are some kind of mood swings that come that I feel this thing is something. But I'm sure maybe 90% or 80% people don't listen to their instincts. But that is when you keep on, you need to be asking yourself some questions.
So in
There are,
other boils down to the person knowing their body too, know
yes,
kind of person they are, and not
yeah,
just following everything that
yeah,
comes to their mind,
yeah.
right? So
One,
hey, Diamond, I salute you. Diamond wrote something. It says your secret is your power, which
your
is
power.
very
Yeah,
your
yeah, yeah, yeah,
power, which is
yeah,
very
yeah,
true. Because as I said, not everything that you doing that you need to tell the next person.
yeah,
But that being said, yes, you made that decision. Yes, you took that decision. Yes, it did not work for you. Learn from it
yeah,
and move on. Learn from it and make the better decision next time.
yeah, yeah. And another thing too is, another thing too is, you know, some people feel when they make mistakes, that's the last thing.
True.
It seems they've reached the peak of life. It seems they make. There are a lot of people who try till they got there. There's, like they say, Rome wasn't built in a day.
Mm-hmm.
Being being perfect is not one day. It takes time. It takes experiences. It takes dedications before you perfect one particular thing you want to build in life. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And that's one thing we have to watch, where we shouldn't think that, oh, because this thing has happened, so that's the end of it. That is the end of it. Oh no, oh no. No, 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 no. There are still more room for improvement. We shouldn't just let things slide because we tried one, two, three, and it didn't work, so I'm not going to do it again. Whilst you know
True.
that is where your interest is. You know that is what you enjoy, you want to do.
Very true.
You
Very,
understand? Yeah.
very, very true. People
So,
might think that, oh, you just saying it so you have everything working. No,
no.
all go through this. We all have taken decision that we end up saying, oh shoot, I shouldn't have.
Shit. Yes. Yes.
But then, as I said, it's like a tree being pruned, being yes, that's the word, being
Cut.
pruned for
Yeah.
for the greater harvest. So if you keep pruning yourself, if you keep pruning yourself, make those decisions, but learn from it. Make those decisions and keep going on, and not
Yeah.
just putting it out there that, oh, everything worked out well. Meanwhile, you went indoors and you blamed yourself. Let me put it that way. And the other thing is, will they even accept that they made mistakes?
Yeah. Yeah. You need to accept.
Or
That's
they'll
another one thing.
other people and say, oh, it was this person's fault. It was this thing. That is why I did that. It was this, that. You got to learn. You got to learn to accept those mistakes. Make
Yeah.
them own and keep moving on. Make decision, make revision out of it and keep moving on.
Yeah. That's another one aspect too. You need to accept the fact that you made a mistake. And there are times when people make this proverb that we blacks, we like to pin our mistakes to people. Oh, it's the fault of this. At a point in time in life, we should accept that we made a mistake. That is how, when we come to the realization, we learn from it easily. When you accept the mistake you made, there you will find a solution in solving it for the better future.
Very true.
You understand?
Thank,
But
thank you.
the moment you give it to somebody, you blame somebody for it. It's hard for you to accept, to learn from it, because you know it's not your fault. It's this person's fault. So
Mm-hmm,
he has to do it. You
mm-hmm,
have to accept it.
mm-hmm.
So that's my little thing I want to add up to what he's saying.
Thank you, thank you, thank you for
Thank you very much. So,
adding up to whatever we have to talk about. And thanks for
thank
always
you.
sharing your comment. Thank you, all
Thank
fans.
you.
This is Dennis that
Yeah.
we have on there. If you also have a contribution, let us know. Either hit the add video button or just put it in the comment below, and we'll sure to answer you or anything. But with that being said, let's recap on why it is better to make those mistakes than faking those perfections. As I said earlier on, people will what do you call it? People will hail you. People will give you all the accolades that you need for putting a fake life out there. But at the end of the day, when you go to your closet, you end up regretting. So when you make those mistakes, you improve your intuition and sharpen your focus on certain things that you have to take decisions on. You know, you make those decisions, they help you at the end of the day feel alive again. It's that simple. Why? Because you made those decisions, you learned from it, and then you revised that decision, or you changed things about that decision, and you got the better result. You know, making mistakes also is a way of us becoming experts in certain things or in certain areas of life. Experience, they say, is the best teacher. So you would rather learn from those mistakes than faking it, than putting the blame on somebody else. You know, learn from those mistakes. And then when we make those mistakes too, we become better people at the end of the day. And this particular point refers to people who accept that they make mistakes, because they end up learning from it. They end up improving their life. And that mistakes help them to grow. So this week we are going to work on ourselves. We are going to accept those mistakes and we're going to learn from it. This week we are not going to blame others for our mistakes. We will take ownership of our mistakes and work towards it. We are going to do that. And when we do that, we'll come out victorious at the end of the day. When we do that, we'll realize that things will start to fall in place. Somebody will say in pleasant places. And that life that we portray out there will be the actual thing and not faking it. Thank you all once again for joining. This, again, is a dose of encouragement. It is once a week. And I'm urging you to make a date with me for next week. Let us come here, talk about life. Take decisions, learn from each other. And let us come here with our questions, with our quest. If there is anything that is on your heart that you want us to digest, you want us to discuss, feel free to inbox me. Feel free to let me know. And we will be sure to talk about it in our next video. Again, I am your humble servant. As I said, disclaimer, I am not a pastor. I'm just a normal girl. My name is Amanda Krofi Aye, and this is a dose of encouragement. Thank you all for joining. Thank you all for sharing. Thank you all for making a date with me this week. And I pray and I hope that next week I will see you once again. Have a blessed week. Have a fruitful week. And until we meet again, stay blessed. Bye.